Hey guys, and welcome to another MBD Blogs. I thought I would make a point in this one. This is what is known as the current staff hat, but it will probably be getting changed quite soon anyway. But can you see that? That's the staff hat. So, and it's covering up my messy hair at the moment, so it's staying on. This MBD Blogs is going to be rather interesting because it's trying to tackle something which DJs often face, and something which, if you are a normal member of the public, i.e. you're not a DJ or an entertainer, you might find this interesting to watch as well. This one, as you might have guessed by the title, is how to get people up dancing. It's a bit of a tricky one, this one. This is where you've got to know your stuff. So, a couple of points to go over in this one with you. Basically, kind of get experience is my main thing. As a DJ, as an entertainer, you are not going to get 100% parties ideal. You're always going to come up against crowds that are so stupidly difficult. I mean, I've been doing this now for about 11 or 12 years now, and like even not that long ago I've had events where people actually sit down all night, and you can put on every different sort of music. You can be on the mic every 10 minutes going request a song, and people don't request a song, but they sit down all night, and it's just like, oh, this is awkward. And after them sort of gigs, as a DJ or an entertainer, you do feel a little bit disappointed, so it's completely natural to feel like that. But these are just a few hints and tips which should help you learn how to get people on the dance floor. Like I said, it's not always going to work. You are going to find some people that are just determined to sit down all night, but it's up to you to try and get them up. So a couple of things for you to try is, like I said, experience. So kind of know what events you're going to be doing. So a rough guide here. For a wedding, for example, you would need sort of 70s, 80s, 90s and chart music. Complete mix. Usually after the buffet sort of time, that's when you really want to go back with the old music. Sort of like, gosh, the Nolans, I'm in the Mood for Dancing, always gets people up. Karma Chameleon, you know, the old classics, and then just listen to what people are asking for. If they're giving you requests, listen to it, get it on. Also, try and know the audience type as well. So, for example, a wedding, you can take it for granted that it's going to be a complete mix of generations of people. It's going to be everything from, you know, the bride and groom's like great auntie and great uncles, right the way down to their children who are like 3 or 4. So you've got to be prepared to play a whole variety of music. Obviously there are some events like 18th and 21st where it's more taken for granted that you're just going to be playing modern music for most of the night. But that said, it doesn't hurt to carry a little bit of older music with you, which you're sure that will get people on the dance floor, just in case you get it requested for. That's kind of another reason that I now use a laptop as well. Because I can carry around these millions of files with me, and I'm not carrying suitcases of CDs, so it's a lot better. Also, when you are booking an event, obviously if you're getting work through an agency, they might actually do this for you, because I know that it's something a few agencies do. But try and get as many pre-requested tracks as possible. And by pre-requested tracks, I mean, if you go into a wedding, know before you go and make sure you have it, the first wedding dance, because that is vital. Ask them, like a thing I do before an event is to ask the people who are booking me to give me 10 tracks as a request. And they can be any sort of music, they can be anything, and I will get my hands on that music and play it at the event for them. It just helps to make sure that people are not only enjoying themselves, but they're also up on the dance floor if possible. So have something ready for everyone. So like a large choice of music, not so much specialised in one type of music. Also, event places. You can't really say, well, because I'm doing a wedding in like a new funky bar, I'm just going to take like the top 40 with me. You really can't do that. So you've got to think ahead about these sorts of things, but have something ready for everyone at every event. Check the music types with the people who have actually booked you for the event, again, if possible. Say to them, well, what sort of music do you like? And they might just say, well, I like a bit of house music and I like a bit of the 60s or something, and roughly the main sort of things I'm going to be focusing on for that event. Also, like I've said many times during this video, know your stuff. Experience in this game is just, you can't put a price on it. It's just too good to have. There are a few basic tips. They're not guaranteed to get people on the dance floor, but the more prepared that you can be, always the better. Okay, so the next part is the Ask MBD section. So we've had a couple more questions in, and it's my job to try and answer them as best possible. I have the questions wrote out here, but I actually don't have any answers ready because I'm just reading them for the first time, so I may struggle with this. What songs will work well to get people dancing? Really? It's a complete mix. If it's me going to an event, I'm happy with anything. I like music from Motown and 1920s, actually. I do like some music from the 1920s. But right the way through up to some modern day music. I will be on the dance floor for anything, and especially if there's enough alcohol, I'm guaranteed to be on the dance floor. But just anything. Try and gain experience in doing mobile DJ work and mobile entertainment work, because it's invaluable experience. It's just, I can't stress that enough. Experience in this game is just amazing to have. Working in a bar, is it more important to have people dancing or money behind the bar? This is a little bit of a tricky one. Normally, when you are in a fixed residency, your job basically is to have people entertained. So that is them up on the dance floor. It does sort of go hand in hand, although there are very few bar managers that will actually admit this. But if the DJ comes in one night into the bar and he plays all the best music and he has everyone up dancing from the moment they come in to the moment they go, but there's only £10 behind the bar at the end of the night, and then another night a second DJ comes in and he plays the worst music and he has 5 people dancing even though there's a crowd of 500 people, but there is 10 grand behind the bar. Guess what that bar manager's going to go for? Money talks, doesn't it, right? So a little trick which I have, and I use this for lots of events. I work in what I call bars when I'm planning what music I'm going to play. And what I will do when I've got people up dancing, I will play 5 songs which I know will get them on the dance floor, followed by 2 songs which I'm not too sure about, and it will make people go off. They'll refresh the drinks, they'll go to the toilet, go and have a smoke, whatever, and then after them 2 songs you play another 5 which get them back up on the dance floor and they're dancing away. So give the people a bit of a break and the money will roll into the bar and you'll still do well because you've had them up dancing. What is the best way to end a performance or a gig? I've had this so many times and I've tried so many different ways, and do you know what? it's up to you. If you're having fun, it's going to come across, right? So, ways to end a gig. You have the usual DJ who will just jump on the mic at the end of the night and say, you know what, it's been a really good night, thank you so much for coming along, you've been a great crowd, my name's blah blah blah, see you soon, that sort of thing. These are the ones that I've done, right? The last song of the night, I've been known to be stood on top of a stack of speakers, like shouting my head off down the mic, getting everyone hyped up, and the last song has been a really, really happy song and it's finished on a high. I've also done it where the last song has been a slow song and that's been the end of the night. That's what a lot of DJs used to do. But some more DJs these days are actually getting onto what I do now, which is putting on a slow song and saying over the mic, this is going to be the last song, thank you all very much for coming, blah blah blah. Let the last song fade out, and you know, sometimes people clap, they'll walk off the dance floor. Give it about 5 seconds, jump back on the mic and say, do you know what? I don't want to finish this party this way, and hit them with an upbeat track. Now, what I normally use at this point is a remix. I can't even pronounce it, but it's like XEO something 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 X mix of Believe by Cher. A really good remix, and it is guaranteed to get people up on the dance floor, like the end of the night. Always works. So yeah, that's kind of my thing for that one. I mean, you might well have it that a lot of people have asked for a certain song during the night and you've not had time to play it, or maybe you've had to play it loads of times. But try that. Try playing the most popular song of the night. Put it on one last time. It's whatever works for you, but have fun anyway. So, thank you for watching and I'll see you soon.